Hey, I'm Penny O'Brien. I play Molly O'Shea in Red Dead Redemption 2, and we're here at the Long Beach Comic-Con in Southern California.
Very cool. Now, you had an interesting story about getting the part, though. You almost didn't make it. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. The day of my audition happened to be St. Patrick's Day, which is kind of a nuts day in Manhattan. I was living in New York at the time, and my agent called me last minute, and I had a job to get to that evening. She's like, hey, can you be in the middle of Midtown Manhattan in like an hour? I was like, it's gonna take me a minute. But I kind of made my way up there, got through traffic, jumped off the train, jumped into a taxi, and got in there. I saw all these Irish names on the list in front of me, and I was like, what the hell is this for? I thought this was a commercial. And I jumped in there, and they just made me run around like a crazy, angry Irish woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So after you got the part, walk us through, because like, you put like all the motion capture stuff on your face.
Yeah.
You get to wear all the different outfits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we all basically wear the same thing every time we would get in there.
Okay.
We'd strap ourselves into these spandex suits, and then they put baubles all over us.
Okay.
And they put them on our joints and everything so they can capture sort of basically every movement that we do. And then we would crack a helmet on, which had our mic and a camera capturing our facial emotions. And then we would be thrown out on the soundstage, not too dissimilar to like a big place like this. And then, as you would with theater, we just acted out the scenes, and they had cameras just capturing basically everything we did.
And how many hours did you have to do for all?
I mean, like, the day-to-day, like, we would usually jump in there, get some breakfast going, but we would get started around 10, and then usually end around 6 or 7 for one day. And if we weren't kind of getting the right stuff, sometimes we'd actually do a little bit of overtime and just get it done, you know. And it was all very, like, efficiently done, you know. We always broke at the right time and everything, but it's really, really fun. Sometimes exhausting, sometimes, you know, really intense work, but I absolutely loved it. It was a really good push for me, yeah.
Cool. What else do you do besides, I know you're very known for this, but I know you have other interests.
You know, I'm more of like an indie film person. That was my love growing up. It's funny, for a little Irish girl, I was like, I'm not really, everyone always asks me, they're like, were you into Father Ted? I'm like, I certainly watched it, but I love really like slow moving, really well thought out character films. So I worked on a short recently, a short film that I'm really proud of. A good friend and I basically made it. Jacqueline Cron is the director, and we worked on it with another friend of ours, the girl Rachel Keller, the actress from Legion.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. It's just a two-hander, so it's just me and her. That's going to hit the festival circuit, and I worked on a Drake Doremus feature recently, which is premiering at TIFF next week. So gonna get ahead to Toronto for that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Those who can't be here, can they buy one of these online?
We're not really selling them online, but I'm going to be at another con up in Stockton in January 2020. And hopefully I'll have a couple appearances in between then and now. And otherwise you can follow me on Instagram, send me a message. My Instagram is openny O'Brien.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.